It's time for our Talk of the Town today here on AM 1390 KRFO, and we do this about the same time every year. Beth Spenby joins us and we talk about the Run for the Heart, which is coming up. May is just a little over a week and a half away.
It is, yes.
I hope it's a little warmer than now.
I do too. The forecast looks good. We should be in the high 60s, low 70s by that weekend. So we hope so too. It's pretty chilly out there today, though.
Yep, she's got it all scouted out, looking ahead. Well, let's just talk. It's been number 7, I think, but still, it's always good to have new people join in and talk a little bit about what this Run for the Heart Walk is all about, Beth.
Right, yeah. This is our 7th year annual race from the Heart Half Marathon 5K. There's also a half marathon relay and a kids fun run attached to it as well. Each year we select some families to be the recipients of all of the dollars that we earn on race day and the Spaghetti Supper silent auction, and those families are on a journey with cancer, and our ultimate goal is just to be able to take some of the financial burden away from each of these families so they can spend time together and walk through the other parts of the journey.
And I think we always bring this up, like the first year you did it, I mean, I'm sure it was great the first year. Didn't you have a great crowd the first year?
We did. We were kind of hoping if we had 150, 200 runners, we'd be really kicking off something that would maybe grow someday, and we ended up with almost 800 in the first year. And so it's been a learning experience for us and just a really rewarding item to be a part of.
And we'll talk about the families, and we'll talk about the spaghetti a little bit, but maybe let's just concentrate on May 2nd. How do you take part? How much does it cost? When does it start? How do I go about signing up to take part in it?
Right, and right now we're really pushing the registrations. Registrations are down a little bit this year. I don't know if it has been the weather, or people are just extra busy. So our recipients really need your help. So early registration deadline is on April 25th. However, we'll take registrations all the way up to and on race day. But to be guaranteed a t-shirt, you'll want to register by April 25th. If you go to our website, www.fromtheheartrun.com, you'll be able to either register online or download a PDF paper registration form and mail that in with a check to our P.O. box, which is also listed right on that form. Mm-hmm. So the race is on May 2nd. We also have a big exciting night on Friday night, May 1st, starting at 4:30 at the junior high, which is our big Spaghetti Supper silent auction. Open to the entire community, whether you're in the race or not. Come on out and support these families in that way.
What are the hours for the supper, and how do you get tickets?
The supper is from 4:30 to 7 o'clock. And the tickets, it's 4:30 to 8 o'clock. And the tickets are available at Kotke's, Owatonna People's Press, Washington Elementary School, or by contacting any committee member. And we also sell them at the door that night. And kids 5 and under eat free. In addition to the supper, we have over 100 silent auction baskets that are available that evening as well, and some wonderful things that have been donated from local businesses, previous recipients, and their families as well. And so we're always really excited to see what comes out to the silent auction.
And you apparently have a lot of help, because that sounds like a big project.
We do. I bet we probably have 50, 60, 70 volunteers that help us both Friday night and Saturday morning. And we contract also with the National Guard. They do all of our street intersection guards, which takes an enormous amount of manpower to make that happen, to keep all the runners and walkers safe. So a huge thank you to them. And we've teamed up with Wells Fargo this year, and they are putting together some large mile marker flags, which will be along the course as well. And so we have a lot of new exciting things that are going to be happening at this year's race. So come on down and be a part of all of that.
Anyone who isn't taking part in the race, if they do stop at Lake Colmeyer, are there some other things going on, like, I don't know, face painting for the kids or anything like that offhand, or not?
No, we have, once you get the quantity of runners and walkers, and I think it's really important to note that this isn't just a running event, it is a walking event, and we have a lot of families that come out with grandparents and grandchildren, and just mom and dads and children and neighbors and friends of the recipients who just walk the 5K, and that's a great thing to do on that special Saturday morning. But there's just a lot of commotion and excitement going on down at the lake. We do a big balloon release at the start of the half marathon, which all the kids down at the lake participate in as well. So lots of stuff going on, lots of people, and we encourage you to, like I said, come down and be a part of that.
And we help area families, and each year you have different recipients. Talk a little bit about those who'll be the beneficiaries this year.
We do. We have 3 families this year. Tracy Williams is a mom, and she is undergoing treatment for breast cancer. And she also is an Owatonna native. She's a 1985 graduate of Owatonna High School, which is kind of a nice thing for us to be able to support those natives that were raised and born and grew up here in Owatonna. Paul Granis is fighting prostate cancer and is our second recipient for this year, a wonderful family with some children that have gone through the Owatonna school system. And then finally, Pete Callan, who is a longtime federated employee here in Owatonna, and he is working through a tumor that was found on his brain.
Mm-hmm. How do you determine who gets the funds? You have a committee that kind of, goes over people who say we'd be interested in getting help, or how does that work?
We do. We have a committee. We started out 7 years ago as 6 people, and now we have 9 people on our committee. And the additional 3 are past recipients or relatives of past recipients of our From the Heart dollars. And so we sit down in January, right after the holidays, and look at all the emails and the phone calls that we received over the course of the year and kind of narrow down families that maybe haven't had any support in any other way. Through other fundraising activities, and then I go out and I meet with the families at their homes and walk them through the process, because the From the Heart process is a little overwhelming to families as well, because it's a lot of people wanting to support them and greet them and wish them well on their journey. And so I kind of we walk through that whole process, and they accept our offering to honor them at our race, and there we go from there.
Okay. We're talking to Beth Spenvey about the Run for the Heart coming up May 2nd. I guess we'll just kind of recap again, Beth, when, where, and how can people take part or help out, and the spaghetti as well we'll mention.
Yeah, so once again, the spaghetti supper and the silent auction is at the junior high on May 1st, Friday night from 4:30 to 8 o'clock, open to the entire public. And along with that, Trinity Nursery School puts on a kids' fun night. You can come and all the kids can run, jump, skip, and play and have fun and earn money or raise money as well for our From the Heart recipients. Then starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, May 2nd, we will have our half marathon relay, 5K, and half-mile kids' fun run, starting and finishing down at Lake Colmeyer.
Okay, and that's our Talk of the Town for today here on AM 1390 KRFO.